Wow. First of all, Bonnie, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Bonnie is old school, middle school, and new school. I don't say that to make you feel old. You have just done it all. And everybody, my extended brothers and sisters with disabilities, our families, our friends, we are all so appreciative of you and what you have done. It is an honor to share this award with you tonight. So thank you, Bonnie. I had no idea that another old school, and I mean that kindly, that Mark Pollard was going to be introducing me tonight. I saw him out there, and every time I see him, I feel like electricity that runs through me. This is a man who walks his talk. This is a man who, I don't even know how many years ago, went back to work and said, oh, you know what, I'm going to take that. There was a payment that wasn't made, and he said, in his wheelchair, I'm going to go and I'm going to go get that money. And he didn't let, whether it be a doorway, he didn't let, whether it be whatever it was, he went back, got the money, and came back. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would like you to do that job still today and go collect some money. But Mark is one of those people who has paved the way for many people like myself who have been there, done that, and continue to evolve, continue to age gracefully with their disability. I think about this award tonight, community inspirational leadership. There aren't three better words. I feel like that everybody in this room, and I know I have a lot of family and friends here, are that community that has helped me to get where I am today. I just look around the room. I see my doctor over there, Dr. Kirschblum, and I don't say this and everything to you enough, but you are the best doctor on the face of this earth. I don't say enough is that I love you dearly for two reasons. One is that you know what you're talking about. And two, you know that I'm the one living with a spinal cord injury. And you're very respectful in that manner. And I just love it. I love it every time. It's almost like I don't want to come to you just because something's going on and I might have algebra. I just want to come to you just to talk to you because you have so much to offer. I look around too, so thank you for keeping me alive. I look around and I see my mother over here. Thank you for bringing me into this world and giving me life. But I'm also reminded there's a lot going on here right now, folks, is that 27 years ago, when I was 15 years old, I had no business going to Kessler Institute. I had no business going there. Is that I should have been in a children's hospital and so forth, pediatrics. I had no business going to Kessler. But yet my mother, you talk about leadership, you talk about someone who inspires me each and every day, is that she went and met with those people, looked them face to eye, those in command. Maybe it was Bonnie too, I don't know at the time, I'm not going to get her in trouble, but went right up to him, looked in the face and said, you know what, you can't tell me that this kid, having his family and friends around day in and day out, isn't critical to his rehabilitation. He lived 10 minutes away. And whoever it is that my mom was talking to kind of put their head down and everything and retreated. And I ended up going to Kessler. I had like an 85-year-old roommate in which Sam, I don't forget Sam, I won't forget Sam. But I will never forget that. And then I'll just fast forward, I see I do this for a living, but I promise you I'm not going to talk that long. Is that I look further back, and so I can go around to each and every one of you. I look back further at the table, and I asked her to be here today. My first physical therapist when I was at Kessler, who was a physical therapy student at the time, who I fell in love with immediately. And then she introduced me to her husband, and slowly that went away. But this is someone who challenged me each and every day. Knowing that I was an athlete, still was an athlete, who challenged me each and every day and preparing me for the greatest game of all, and that was re-entering life. So, Lisa Crilly, I thank you for your inspiration. I thank you for your leadership. There's so many places I can go here. I just feel like I have my brother here, I have my wonderful wife, I have my new school, Michael Reuter from Seton Hall. Everybody who's here right now I know has added to where I am, has contributed something to
my life, and for that I would never be where I am today. But for those of you, and I know that some of my friends back there who might not be familiar with Chesney Foundation, is that there is a gentleman who's leading the charge for this organization, Roger DeRose, who spoke at the beginning of this evening. And when I first met Roger, is that right away I said, right choice that they've made. I don't use this word too often, only when it applies, but Roger is a mentor to me, and he is a teacher to me as well. And I'm just so thankful that this organization that is making such a difference in the lives of my extended brothers and sisters with disabilities, day in and day out, whether it be rehabilitative research or whether it be employment issues, in which my organization has benefited directly. I just want to share with you what this organization has helped to contribute to with our own foundation, Ray's Hope Foundation. We recently placed a gentleman at Boiling Springs Bank. Never worked before. Tried to be an actor, didn't work, tried different things, but was really caught up in his head, and I can't do this. And he ended up being that ideal candidate for a bank teller position. And when he was in the interview, he was going over all of these things with the person who was interviewing him. And then all of a sudden, the lady asked him before the interview ended, saying, "Don't you want to know what you'll be making when you work here?" He said, "Well, I wrote it down on a piece of paper, the application." And she said, "No," she's like, "No, it's going to be more than that. There's a lot of opportunity for overtime as well." He then said to me, he didn't say it to her, he said, "Scott, when I thought about what I could possibly make, I will be quadrupling the amount of money I've been making on Social Security and disability." He said, "Thank you, Scott." At that moment, I got tears in my eyes. And I thought about this work that we're doing, and I say we because it's the work that Kessler Foundation is doing, it's the work that Kessler Institute is doing, it's the work that Ray's Hope Foundation is doing. And I am reminded, folks, and this doesn't mean whether you have a disability or not, this is a good name to drop on. Many years ago, I sat at the same table as Muhammad Ali. Good name to drop? Muhammad Ali. And with his Parkinson's disease, his hand was shaking, is that he signed an autograph. He had signed many that night. But he wrote a sentence after, which I'm reminded of, with this phenomenal foundation, Kessler Foundation, and what its mission is all about. It said, "Service to others is the rent we pay for our space here on earth." Service to others is the rent we pay for our space here on earth. So I thank the foundation for this humbling award and allowing me to continue with my service. Thank you so much. Thank you.